Mike Babcock. We launched the brand Seafair Pacific in the spring of 2011. We're pretty excited about it. Developed several products. We're looking to move those products into the retail marketplace. And we start off with 4 flavors: plain tuna, tuna with a touch of sea salt, jalapeno tuna that was developed by Mark Whittam at the Oregon Sea Grant lab in Astoria, and a cold smoked albacore product. Had an interest in seafood, loved the tuna fish, and seemed to be a pretty good fit. So that's the reason we started Oregon Seafoods. We have the ability to run both cans and pouches. We prefer to run pouches because it's better for the environment. It's more eco-friendly. But Seafair Pacific is it's a totally different product. It's a once-cooked tuna, and it's once you eat it, you'll find yourself hard-pressed to go back to that cooked tuna. The flavors, whether it's a touch of sea salt or the plain albacore, total difference. When you're cooking that fish once in a pouch, it's all there, and the taste is just incredible. And because of the once-cooked tuna, we're actually leaving the oils in that meat or in the packaging. So most commercially canned brands on the market have a ½ gram, and if you're lucky, 1 gram of fat in the can. We have 6 grams of fat in our pouch tuna, which gives you 6 or more times the omega-3 in the package. Absolutely. It's not the kind of fat you're thinking about. It's actually healthy fat. It's fish fat. That's what you want to have in your product, 6 times the amount. There's been lots of studies, obviously, with omega-3, and it's ongoing. And the more research we do, the more we find. It's good for your brain, it's cardiovascular, it's good for arthritis. There's all sorts of things we're learning about omega-3. And the thing that we know is that the more omega-3s you get, the better off you are. The thing that sets us apart is we're processing it once in the pouch, thus retaining all the omega-3 oils, everything that's actually great for your heart we're leaving in the product. Currently, we're the only company in the U.S. that's actually putting albacore in a pouch, and certainly the only company doing the once-cooked process in the pouch. It's just a cheaper way to process. They pre-cook that fish because they actually scrape the meat off the bones as opposed to hand fillet with a knife like we do. Depending on where they source the tuna, they source the tuna in different spots of the world. And most of it, I think, comes from the East Pacific, which is more of a net caught variety, maybe an older fish as opposed to the younger albacore fish we source here in the West. So the fish that we catch here in the West Pacific are younger juvenile fish, 3 to 5 years in age, and they just haven't been in the ocean long enough to assimilate the mercury. Quote, line caught fish here in the West is a pole and troll fishery. The net caught fish, which typically is in the East Pacific, would be more of a net sort of fishery. So our line caught fish here on the West Coast is an MSC certified fish, so which means it's been found to be sustainable. Long line is typically a fishery where a boat starts at one spot with an anchor and may roll out 5 miles worth of line. There's no distinction in the fish or species that it catches. Where our pole and troll caught, the fishery is set up specifically to catch albacore tuna with jigs or whatever. It's a specific targeted fish. That's the reason you don't get dolphins or turtles or other things. So the species we target is specifically the albacore species, which is the younger species out in the ocean. It is the sustainable species as opposed to yellowfin and bluefin, which are becoming threatened. You know, most of the albacore that's caught here in the West is shipped offshore, shipped out of the country, and it's bothersome because it affects American fishing families and families up and down the coast that depend on fish. And right now, today, again, 90–95% or more of this tuna is being shipped to Cambodia, for instance, or Thailand, and for further processing. We want to change that. We want to process that fish right here in Oregon with American families, American help, and market this product domestically. Keep this good albacore fish in the U.S. So what we're finding is there's a lot of people that actually eat the tuna right out of the pouch. They just rip the pouch open and eat it, especially the flavored tuna. The smoked tuna, oh, incredible. And so you need to try it.